the Cheltenham Festival has a brand new home. Join us for the best racing and an atmosphere like no other. 4 magical days for the first time on ITV.
It's not long now before the big one gets underway. Our coverage of the Cheltenham Festival starts on Tuesday the 14th of March. The opening show will have all the build-up from 9:30 in the morning. And then join Ed Chamberlain and the team for live racing from 1:30 every day. Should be cracking. Well, here on the main stage in Minehead, the 2010 UK Open champion Robert Thornton takes on Kevin Bambrick, O'Reilly qualifiers from Solihull. Time to head over to John McDonald to bring them out.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome back to the action that's coming to you live from Butlins, Minehead. The Professional Darts Corporation proudly present the Coral UK Open. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the players. Would you please welcome Bam Bam, Kevin Bambrick, and the Thorn, Robert Thornton!
Watching this one for us, John Rawling and Chris Mason.
Well, we have an interesting match here. Robert Thornton, the hot favourite, being quoted at something like 10-1 on to win this one. Bam Bam in new ground, TV debut from Sandwell in the Black Country. Your part of the world, Chris, once upon a time.
Yeah, this is the very man that beat me in. I entered one of the Riley's qualifiers and he beat me in the semi-final.
Drubbing or close?
No, I had darts to beat him. And then then he won the final. He played quite well in the final as it goes. And then I watched his earlier game and it was 5-all and he went 180-180.
Well, there he is, 29 years old. Had that first round, preliminary round win against Nicky Bell.
I think he's going to find it. This is his debut on TV, as you said, John, and it's tough. You can already see he's full of nerves. Go one or two ways.
Thornton, a former champion, won the title in 2012.
First leg,
Down to 37 in the merit order. PDC ranked number 12. 3 TV majors, Windmill Masters, UK Open and the World Grand Prix in 2015 when he beat Michael van Gerwen in the final. And he said to me earlier on, if my doubles go well, I could go very well this week.
Yeah, of all the people to make your debuts against, Thornton's probably not one you want to walk into. He's fairly ruthless up there.
Had that very good win against James Wade in the PDC Masters, which we watched on ITV in January, then lost out to A.D. Lewis in the next round. But just signs that his game's coming back.
Yep. As is Lewis's. He threw, though he got a drubbing in the Premier League last night, 7-2. Let's not forget he averaged nearly 110. So that's the kind of form you want to be in numbers-wise coming into a big tournament like this.
140.
Thornton starting well on his own throw. It's his 10th consecutive appearance in the UK Open, Robert Thornton. Gritty little Scotsman, tough man.
Yeah, terrier. Ooh. Tops. 1-0, 12 darts. Very nice start. Now you know you're in a game, young man.
I was just going to say, welcome to the TV stage. Kevin, only 29.
Trust me, he didn't play like this against me.
It was Solihull, wasn't it, where you played? So it could have been you. Is that what you're watching there? This could have been me.
Yeah, not sure I would be doing much commentary after it though. I think I would have had to have settled my nerves.
60.
Robert got a great run of wins, didn't he, back in 2012 when we commentated together on that, when he had that fantastic victory. Came through Mark Webster, who we just saw playing so well in the last round.
What a performance.
Didn't he play well?
Yeah, absolutely outstanding.
Gary Anderson, Dennis Priestley, he beat Wes Newton, and then Dave Chisnell and Phil Taylor, 10-4 in the final.
Yeah, incredible run of matches.
Yeah, it was good to see Mark Webster playing so well again, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Big
It was the first player I seen this morning when we got to the venue, and I said, how's your form? Oh, I don't really know. And that just about sums darts up, really. You can go up there some days and it's like throwing into a bucket. Other days it's like throwing into the end of a bottle.
He had one of those days, didn't he? This is handy again, and it's a first maximum of the match for Robert Thornton, who is surging clear. Poor Kevin at the moment, he's struggling to settle.
81.
And he is very much on the receiving end, averaging 60 compared with Thornton's 111. Now, can he take it out for 114? He can!
In the second leg, Robert Thornton.
Great start to this match from Robert Thornton.
Third leg, Robert to throw first.
2 doubles out of 2 and a match average of over 111 at the stage when he just got that
60.
check out.
Yeah, 27 darts only in the first 2 legs.
Competed on the PDC Challenge Tour,
81.
Kevin Bambrick. Also on the Pro Tour a couple of years ago. Well-known figure in the area, I don't doubt.
Yeah, certainly is. See him at all the local opens and the knockouts, etc. Plays a lot of league darts. You can just see he's absolutely
60.
full of nerves.
Just needs a couple of good visits, doesn't he, to settle himself down.
I mean, look at the difference when Robert's missing there. They're on the money.
With the throw, with the break.
Flick that one.
Nervy sort of tug, wasn't it, the last dart?
Yeah, you tend to just, when you're under pressure, use too much of your tricep. That causes you to push and pull and drag.
Annoyed with himself, isn't he?
Yeah, just knows to loosen your arm up a little bit. And
knows he's not doing himself justice.
41.
Well, Thornton just looking to set up. That's a nice one. Well, 180 would have been handy, wouldn't it? As ever, but 1-2-3 is not a bad second best.
And a nice cushion in this leg. You just got to watch he doesn't switch off. This is all too easy for him at the moment. It's unfortunate. And there we go. That last dart he's having a nightmare with.
103.
So for 3-0. Checking where he is. 84 he wants. So double 12 now.
79.
First time he's missed a double.
Move on, 153.
Can't do it now, so Thornton will be back. Yeah, Kevin's thrown 18 darts in this leg and still wants 93.
Double 12. In we go, 3-0. Bookies don't give a lot away, do they? Thornton 10-1 on, and he's showing that is a pretty accurate assessment at the moment.
Oh, it's looking like 6-0, isn't it?
28.
It's an unforgiving world, professional darts.
83.
Yeah, very. You can see some of the top lads have a nightmare from time to time up there.
100.
Last dart again.
Yeah, yeah. He's just overreaching, or just trying to force the last dart in, and that's causing it to go off on strange angles.
Poor lad, still looking very tense. Thornton, meanwhile, thundering in.
Absolute cruise control.
Second maximum. Harry Gill.
Let's go to the darts and dress up like this. Good idea, mate.
87.
Again, the last dart is always a couple of inches away from its target. Treble 18, double 12. In for his second 12 dart leg of the match. He'll be back.
Bambrick way back.
Go on, hit a 180.
Should settle him down.
At least you have something for the scrapbook.
Double six for 4-0. And there it is. Come on, he says, trying to keep his concentration levels up. 4 doubles out of 6. It's not bad.
Yes, impressive. 101.90 average. Talk about averages, I suppose, when you're sort of 4 and 5 legs deep.
60.
What was Webby's average in that last match? Around about 100, wasn't it? Just
well,
shy.
I know at 4-0 it was 106. And Bunting was sort of late 90s.
Yes.
Not sure what the end average was.
62.
He's a popular player amongst his fellow pros, isn't he, Mark? He's a very
well, 2 of the nicest guys on
absolutely
the circuit, yeah. And hence why they're both very popular in the old exhibition circuits. Always got time for the fans.
This is very impressive from Thornton. Average now heading up over 103, and he's on a finish and looking for potentially, if he does it, another 12 darter. So 161. Bambrick way back. He was going for it.
Yeah, he certainly was. Again, double left after 12. Averages pushing 105 now for Thornton. This is as good as I've seen him in a good while.
Talking to him before he went up onto stage, and I think get the feeling he just thinks that he can go deep into the tournament this time, that he's getting his game together. Double six.
Well, if you're working hard and in practice you're really finding that you're throwing at a really high level, it gives you so much confidence. Sometimes it doesn't transfer over to the TV stages, but you certainly go into it with a little bit more confidence.
Double three. Well,
horrible.
Having to adjust along the hockey, and that's a good dart. Good dart.
Those kind of adjustments are a sign of a player that's been putting the hours in.
Big sigh from Kevin Bambrick, who goes 5 down. Drops a dart as well. Averaging 66. And he'll be going back home if he loses this, thinking, what on earth was that about? Why can't I go up there and play like I did when I got rid of Mace?
Yeah, it's quite wounding watching this. I feel a bit sick.
60.
You have to take your own personal TV camera along, Chris, and film him.
Yeah.
62.
Well, is Bambrick going to get himself into the match at last? Pressure off. Can he take a leg?
Well, now at 5-0, he should just be thrown with absolute freedom.
41.
But he's not. He's still pulling and pushing.
That last start again. How many times have we seen that?
96.
Good match following this one, so stay with us. We've got Vincent van der Voort, the big Dutchman,
60.
the Dutch destroyer, against Jammy Dodger, James Wilson from Huddersfield.
Yeah, that will be a cracker.
Hello, maximum number 3. You better make the most of this year then.
Go on, get one. Not going to happen.
95. Robert, you require 105.
So for the match, 105.
Trouble 15. Way off. Oh, it should be trouble 17 to leave double 12.
81.
Great dart.
Kevin, you require 143.
Well, this will be a last throw of the UK Open adventure. Make sure it's a good one.
66.
The nightmare continues. 24 for Thornton. For the match, the former champion, surely good markers, must go in now. Oh, he's missed it. He can't believe it.
Nor can we.
Kevin, you require 77.
Well, no one wants to be legless up there. 18 for tops. Double 2.
Where did he go?
No score.
Oh, he miscounted. He thought he had 14 left, and it was 4.
Dear me. So double 12 for Thornton. And there it is, match over. Drubbing is concluded. And poor old Kevin Bambrick, he just couldn't produce anything when he got up there. Robert Thornton will not have too many easier wins than that one. Safely through into the next round. The 2012 champion winning by 6 legs to 0.
Bam Bam, Kevin Bambrick from Sandwells heading home after being whitewashed 6-0 by the 2012 champion Robert Thornton. Thornton averaging 93 to Kevin's 65. He beat Nikki Bell earlier, but is now out. Well, let's find out what's going on in the frenetic world of the UK Open. Downstairs in the multi-room area, Ned is with Alan.
Well, it was frenetic. It's got considerably less frenetic now.
A bit quieter now.
We just got one match going, and it's Dave Parletti against Alex Roy, and that's happening just behind us. And if I glance over my shoulder, Alex Roy's 5-3 up against Parletti, so he's throwing. I think he's got the darts as well.
I'm sure he'll tell us all about it.
We might hear from Alex Roy, and if we do, set your recorders, because that could go on for quite a while. Let's just round up a couple of the other second-round matches. These players are all through to the third round, and Paul Hogan, he's on another run, isn't he? 6-4 against Jamie Lewis.
Yeah, he was one of our picks, wasn't he, as one of the qualifiers to do well, because he's got so much experience, and he's beaten a great player there in Jamie Lewis.
Yeah, we'll have to get him another inflatable crocodile and force it on him and make him amplify his walk-on. Crocodile Dundee, Paul Hogan. Ronnie Baxter, we spoke to him earlier this afternoon, didn't we? And he's through again into the third round.
That's a massive win for Ronnie, it really is. I mean, he had to go to Q School to get his tour card back this year. To get into the money is a big thing for him, and maybe he can get through a few more rounds and get some confidence back for the rest of the season.
It's a big one.
It's massive.
And on board 5, this went to a decider, Paul Byron, edging out Scott Taylor.
Yeah, disappointing from Scott there. One of those players that was quite a way ahead in the leg, in the match rather, and just messed it up at the end, but good win for Paul Byron, one of the qualifiers.
And then it was Rob Hewson, and again this one went to the 11th leg. Jan Dekker, the Dutchman, falling to Rob Hewson.
He liked that one, didn't he?
He celebrated his first round win in exactly that manner as well. So he's, I think we can safely say, motivated.
Get him on the main stage.
Look at that.
We want to see a bit of that, don't we?
Brian Woods, 6-4 victor against Tony Newell.
Yeah, it's a big win for Becker.
Yeah.
Massive win for him, really. He's never really played his best down here at the UK Open, so it's a good win for him, that to get him in the last 64 and getting him into the prize money.
Now, this young man is through 6-4 to the next round. You tell me it's Muwis. Jordi Muwisse? Muiz, yeah, OK. Getting the better of Jonathan Worsley.
Yeah, good tour car holder, Jordi. One of the young players over from Europe. there's so many good European players now, sort of Holland and Belgium area.
Yeah.
And Jordi's one of those, got a tour card, and he's a dangerous player.
Yeah, don't forget Ron Meulenkamp, amongst others, through, and plenty more Dutch action still to come, of course, including Raymond van Barneveld, etc., etc. Only Michael van Gerwen is absent. Now, let's just have a little look at what's going on over there on board 7, our last match, and it's 5-4 at the moment. So
Ooh,
Alex Roy, he had a 5, he was 5-2 up, so it's getting a little bit close. There's Dave Parletti, the tattooed right arm, and that throwing action. But Roy, well, it'd be, you know, I think from the neutral perspective, it wouldn't be bad to see Alex Roy in the 3rd round, would it?
Well, it's one of those players, like we mentioned at the start, he's one of only 6 players to play in every UK Open.
Yeah.
Which is a great statistic, really, and good for him to have. And he was so chuffed when he qualified for the event. Yeah. And as we say, he's one of the characters of the sport, and it would be good for, obviously, from that point of view, for him to go through. But obviously, yeah, it's tight. It's getting tight now.
He's can be a little hot-headed, I think, Alex Roy, just cooling himself down there with a glass of water applied to his forehead. So, yeah, we're nearly done here. Just a small matter of Alex Roy. Can he get through?
Oh, we'll keep you posted. I want to see Jan Dekker versus Dirk van Duivenbode. Both of them extremely passionate this morning in their successful victories through to the 3rd round. We will have the draw for the 3rd round coming up after our final match, which is on the main stage. After the break, the Rapido Dutchman Vincent van der Voort takes on Yorkshire's James Wilson.